PHRILLZ in here, my brother.
Let it play. I got you. Famous PHRILLZ, DJ No PHRILLZ, the Maybach of this music ish, the Rolls Royce of this radio ish. I'm effing top of the line, the creator of Philly Support Philly. I love my city. Philly Support Philly. You know what I mean? Right now we up at the Glock. At the Glock, homie, Glockaware. And check me out on Rock the Bells Radio. Shout out to LL Cool J for giving me an opportunity. You know what I mean? And shout out to HENNESYKEV. We got my man, Rosie. Shout out to Real Mission Inc. Man, listen, man, we really out here making a difference, man. We really care. People that's really pushing Philly forward, not from talking, all actions. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go platinum. Hey, yo, talk to him, Rosie. Listen, no,
PHRILLZ.
What you talking about?
You gotta talk some shit. You good, Kev? You good, Kev?
Yeah. So it's Real Mission Inc. This is Build the Block, a collaboration with Glockaware, Spill Entertainment, the CME Morning Show, and really our entire reason for doing this was because we wanted to be able to bring the business to hip hop and give people the information that they needed. This is our third show. Our first show,
Thanks for having me.
It's a limited engagement, so I ain't got time to be here every week, you know, like that. But it's a limited engagement. But our first show was about how to start a small business. We had some folks from LaSalle here talking about LLCs. We gave away 2 LLCs.
That's dope.
Paid for them and everything. All the paperwork has been filed. And then our second show was all about nonprofits, grant writing, how to start a charitable organization. So today we brought you guys on legends, so you could talk about the music business, this crazy music business that you guys are a part of. I'm just starting to kind of.
You know what's crazy? You should flip that. The business of music.
The business of music.
Business of music.
The business of music. It's all about
Can I say something? It's 2 types of people. Most people are in the music game. They out here playing games.
Exactly.
I'm talking about like they play with your time, and then you got the music business. Remember, it's the music game, and then you got the music business. Shout out to HENNESYKEV in the music business, Glockaware music business, more than 20 years strong. I'm in the music business. Y'all in the music business. Let's make that clear. People got to know that.
We have to make that clear because I was talking to somebody a couple of weeks ago. He was really on some ignorant shit, and I was like, listen, there's a difference between being a business person and being on a hustle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to put your paperwork together or act right, you know what I'm saying, or do shit above board, then you still a hustle.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna remain a hustle until you work on that stuff. So anyway, so since we got the legends here, I guess I wanted to talk to each of you guys about like your background experience. I read your bios, but I'm not going to, because I know PHRILLZ bio has many more things on there now. So like I didn't want to read an old bio, right?
It's cool.
So just talk. I'm new to this area, so you gotta talk to me about who I've been hanging out with, who I've been rocking with. Like, who's PHRILLZ?
I mean, I don't really like to go run down. It sounds like you boasting yourself, but I could just say this.
Come on now.
No,
All right, listen. We're gonna make
talking shit, bro.
But it's for the people who don't know.
My name is DJ No PHRILLZ. I got over 2 decades of experience, right? What got me really into where I'm at is people hating on me and wanting to do better for the city. I created a platform called Official Street Radio. We had one of the first internet radio stations and shows. We interviewed Mac Miller, Redman, Trader Truth. I'm talking about in-person interviews when you couldn't really just get around these type of people. Shout out to Glockaware. Glockaware been around for a long time. Fire Chick, Honest Fire. It's like in the beginning, it only was a few of us. So. And I created the Philly Support Philly movement because I used to send my mixes up to Power 99 at different stations. I'm out in the streets running with the artists, and I felt like they was fronting on me. So instead of hating or getting mad, I just created my own brand, which was Philly Support Philly and Official Street Radio. And artists from all over the city, like, you know what I'm saying? Originally, I was born in this part of the city. Family is South Philly, so I was always Logan, South Philly. And just coming up in my neighborhood, I had Mike from Boys the Men I was around, K9 Posse, Larry Lair, EST, and 3 times over. We used to check Mike's car to make his alarm go off. Like, I got so many, and Left Eyes from down here too. So shout out to Left Eyes. So the neighborhood is just legendary. But I'm just saying, my motivation really was always to help out the underdog, the guys who couldn't get no love, or you put money in your product, and the radio station wasn't showing people love. So I said, okay, we're gonna do a Fifth Street Radio, and then we took Aretha Lost Cause, who just got honored with a mural, and we'll have a wreath and we'll have a wreath. So we had the backpack and the Reed dollars and stuff like that. Just like, you know what I mean? And up until now, you know, I work on Rock the Bells Radio part-time. I'm just dropping, I got a Gang War mixtape. I'm dropping one with Uncle Murder. We just did the OBH drawing.
Shout out OBH.
Man, we working, man. Shout out to Freeway. I got a bunch of mixtapes with Freedom Thinkers and Freeway. That's just a little, you know what I mean?
So you're not new to this, right?
Hell no.
And then like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is where y'all just tell me to leave. I don't even know half them people you mentioned because I'm not from here. So this has been a journey for me. Like, it's surprising because I just kind of came to like this Philly music stuff, right? And already I've been around legends and don't know how I got here.
Blessing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like really been a blessing, but like I know quality when I see it. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take. Rosie's filling in the history. We drive by some place. He's like, that's where such and such used to hang out. Such and such.
God give it a knowledge.
And watch out for these. You know what I'm saying? He's telling me everything. Definitely. But like the music don't lie. And one of the things like that made me and Frills like really connect with the first time I saw him was like he was like, you was just listening to the music. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't chasing the cameras. You wasn't trying to get followed on Instagram. Yeah. Like, so I feel like that's the thing that's always gonna connect us, whether I know a lot about the industry or not, is the fact that I just respect the music.
That's what it's about, though. At the end of the day, it's about the music. Sometimes the social media and the newer generations, we get so far away from the music. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it's for sure.
Yeah. So we'll probably get into more, but I guess we got HENNESYKEV in the building.
Now once again, I appreciate y'all having me here. This Build the Block situation is something important because a lot of times, it is about the music, but the music is the easy part. That's the fun part. If you don't got the foundation in place before that, then the music can go to wayside.
Yes.
You got the hottest shit in the street, hottest shit in the store, but if don't nobody know about it, then ain't nobody gonna buy it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So once again, HENNESYKEV, I'm gonna start from now. How about that? Operations manager for Freedom Thinkers Academy. You know what I mean? So my partner and my colleague is Philadelphia Freeway. Road manager for State Property. Booking agents for half the industry. Tink, Dipset, The Locks, Justin Bieber, Usher, you name it. Shout out to everybody I done work with. Who else we got? I'm owner of 1122 MMG. Owner of 1122 Studios. I mean, shit. What else I got? I used to design for Averex. I mean, that's how I got my first start. Worked with Just Blaze, signed the Def Jam for 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, you got in there.
A lot of times with me, when I talk to artists, it's about what I should have done, how I should have moved, how the mistakes that I've made. You know what I mean? So when I say keep going, I'm talking to the artist, but I'm talking to myself as well. You feel what I'm saying? So, my MC days and stuff like that, that's, it's an avenue that you go through, but then you got to take that road to get to your main destination. And I feel like I'm sitting in my truth right now in regards to 1122. So, so salute to everybody that, I've ever done booked, ever worked with, ever, connected with. And shout out to Philly. You know what I mean? Because I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn.
Hey.
And Glockaware, sitting up in here, Glockaware, since day one, motherfucker treated me like, I'm from here and I feel like it's home. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody.
You gotta be a certain type of person to get that type of love from outside, especially here.
Definitely. That's how the city is.
So we got County Kravitz in the building. What's
What
up?
up,
You host of the CME Morning Show.
Slew of other things.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. You excited for this one?
I am.
Like you're an artist too, so like I need y'all. I need your input.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
I like that last piece you said though. You know what I mean? That MC route is something that you kind of got to go through to navigate to your higher purpose within this business. If that's what you want to do, that's fire.
Absolutely.
That's fire.
Yeah. So what? This is something I'm dying to know. Like I wrote these questions. There might be other ones that get asked, but these are things. These are things I really want to know. So what's the biggest like misconception or misconceptions plural that you think artists have about getting into and being in this game and being successful at it? Like misconceptions.
That it happens overnight. You know what I mean?
Yes.
A lot of
That's good.
artists,
I like that.
you know what I mean? that's very successful right now has been working for years. Now, granted, there are artists within this microwave era that I've seen. I've been rapping 6 months. I've been rapping for a year. Right time, right record, right situation. You out of here. But 90% of the artists with longevity, they've been working. They've been at it. You know what I mean? And that's what I think the misconception is. You could just throw something on YouTube and it's going to pop.
And I want to add on to this for motivational purposes. Success, people measure success the wrong way. It's not about money all the time. Success is making a mark. Like, just because you don't got the money or you didn't sell 1 million records don't mean you're not successful. I'm just saying that for the artists out there that's ready to quit.
Thank you so much for saying that.
I'm telling y'all, it's not about the money, because if you made a mark, you always can still get to the money.
Yep.
If you just chasing the money, then it's definitely not going to work, because it's not going to happen. So success, don't judge it by money or what somebody's wearing. No, that's not success. That's selling you something. It seems like a success.
Can I add to that?
Illusion of wealth.
Nah, that's dope. A good rule of thumb that I tell a lot of artists that I work with is that what do you normally get in a 9 to 5? Do you get 30,000? All right, so break that 30,000 down into 12 months. Now, I mean, all the weeks. And if you can make that 30,000 doing music, then you're successful. You ain't got to work another day of your life.
Yes.
That's what it's about. So many people try to make $1 million.
Yeah, I say this too.
That's
I mean,
true.
this goes across sectors too, because in my business consulting, I tell my clients the same thing. One, don't try to be everything. Try to be a particular thing and get really good at it. But then the other thing is, like, know when to celebrate, like, even your small successes. Because, I mean, I was starting to see myself improve in business when I saw my website viewers go up. This is back when there wasn't a lot of social media. All you had was looking at the tracking on your website and the activity there. It might not be turning into bread yet, but these are people who are beginning to watch you, people who are, and knowing how to notice those little nuanced, like wins, them small wins. So I appreciate you guys saying that.
Yeah, definitely.
She got the questions.
Yeah.
So, like, any other misconceptions you think artists have just about being in the business or being in the game?
So
like,
many.
Tell us the misconceptions, Kravis, that you had.
I think
From artist standpoint, facts.
I mean, I would say, it's different for me because I didn't come into the game as an artist.
Okay.
Like, I came into doing marketing and stuff like that for other people. So I did marketing for 15 years before I even started rapping. You know what I'm saying? I only started rapping because I wanted to show my clients how to actually, like, do it. For
Get it done.
To be honest, like, it was like, yo, we need to push a record. All right, bet. So I made a record and I pushed it for 2 years. People know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that my whole artistry was just an example. So that way I can go back to somebody and say, oh, remember how I did Return of the Mac, Mass Appeal? I didn't even drop that on radio until everybody knew the song. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. I think a lot of these artists come into it with the sense that people are just going to help them right away.
Okay.
Because they got a hot song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're actually good, though.
So,
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, but
no, that means a lot.
You got heat.
Like, there's a lot of people that are not very good. That's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna get into any trouble on the
what's
on
crazy
the
about
Gawker
that, though?
today. I'm
Like,
just
there's
saying,
a lot
like,
of trash that make it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, and I love the fact that when the dope shit make it, and I know you like that as a DJ, you can speak to that more than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, right now, if you got the right amount of money, I mean, anybody kind of can make it. It's like, if you find your niche, the good thing about now, the positives, it's like a niche. If you find your niche, you could get rich. Like, so I call it niche marketing. Like, so if you got like somebody that might really be corny can find a niche, and this day and time they can make it. Not saying I want to play it,
everybody,
but they can still make money and don't have to go to a 9 to 5.
Remember, probably like maybe like 10 years ago, we always be like, you know, but I'm not even saying, but when we were younger, we all were young because we're all over 30 here, right? So when we were younger, we used to be told, oh yeah, you know, if you do it, you know, somebody will like it, you know, and that's like for real now.
Yeah,
like you can, I can literally, like period, like that's a song now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Deal. She got a
with a deal. You know what I mean? Like, but some people actually genuinely like the song.
Well, can I say like
that's crazy?
Yeah,
but it's
kind of.
You know,
London, my daughter love that shit. She be saying, try to turn around. Period.
But it's a gift. It's a gift and a curse. See, now everybody want to go viral, right? You can go viral.
Yeah.
When you're not prepared, just because you go viral, like you got to be prepared. So a lot of people just focusing on trying to go viral. But they forget about the classic things they got to do. You got to pull up to Glockaware, meet Toucan, meet DJ No Frills, be out here and really still put the work in. Like you can't eliminate the class. I don't like that word in hip hop. I use classic. The classic way of doing stuff. You still got to meet and greet people to get the energy.
What they say, you can't skip steps.
You can't skip steps.
Yeah, from corners.
A lot of artists, you know what I mean, 0 to 100 real quick, and then they get lost out there.
Facts.
I mean, like for instance, like I'm just using Glockaware myself, right? People know Glockaware here. They want your record played. They'd rather they're DM Toucan or DM y'all show or whatever instead of just pulling up, coming here supporting. Buy a piece of a garment and show that you're about your business. Because money, when you spend money, it's not all about money, but it opens up the door. Come down, spend money, or come up to the club. I say I'm at the club. Just come to the club early. Yo, what's up, Phils?
But that's our way.
And that's the way that's going to move you up the ladder faster because the word gonna get around. Like, oh man, Kravis came through. He about his business. He ain't really even won it. You might just pull up. And you don't even ask for nothing. Like, yo, what's up, Frill? Just shake your hand or whatever.
That's the classic way.
Yeah,
that's the classic way.
It's longevity.
It's longevity.
That's the business way.
I'm about to say that's the business. That's the business.
You look at that's part of all business. You look at American Airlines. You spend money with people, you get preferential treatment.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. It's a business.
And the companies with the most bread are the ones that have the clients and the customers that have been loyal for years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't get clients and customers loyal for years if you don't have those relationships and stuff.
Right.
So what you think, Rosie?
Yeah. So now, like, with saying that, is there a difference way business was done back when you first started till now? Or is it pretty much the same?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to tell you what changed the game, which is kind of dope.
Because the game definitely changed.
Yeah, well, I like electronic payments because people used to waste their time.
Yeah,
They'd be like, yo, meet me down 2030 task. You're in the corner waiting like, I'm in the dangerous nip, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm waiting for your money. Then you picking up like $500. It's like, they think you down there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So with the cat and it eliminates excuses, like everybody, they say if you got a hat you selling, yo, man, I don't got no money on me. You got Cash App, you got pay. You got one of them joints. So now eliminate excuses. Like, people just they talk is cheap. They just want to talk, but they really don't want to spend the money. Just say you don't want to spend the money.
Right.
So I like that. The electronic payments changed it eliminated a lot of bullshit and it saves a lot of time.
That's real.
You know
I think I'm going to go the opposite way, though. What I don't like is that, and I love the internet. Don't get me wrong. The internet is 100.
I was about to go that way.
It's 100, but it's easier right now, and it makes a lot of people lazy. They feel like they can sit behind a computer. Whereas when we was coming up, especially you probably had to go city to city, street to street.
You had to
mixtape store, bro.
Sound City.
Up,
Sound City
up the street.
It's real, and I mean, it's like it's hard. And I'm not.
Shout out to people like Big Phil too.
Absolutely. Shout out to them people that was actually grinding and on the streets and doing shit hand to hand. That means when you was popping in that other city, you was really popping in that other city because it showed the work you put in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at the internet era at all. I'm not shitting at nobody. But I'm just talking about the difference.
Don't know how many posters I put up, how much stuff I passed on, how many times I jumped on the sub to go to Broad area to take my mixtapes down to Sneaker Villa. Made DJ, shout out to DJ Kurt, that's my big brother, make him mad. That's how I got on with Villa. But you had to be out here grinding, dropping my tapes off every day, my mixes. Next thing you know, I'm with Villa, Open Broad now. Then I got with Sneaker Villa. But yeah, you had to grind. Now, you could kind of cheat, and then it's like having fake muscles. You think you're more than what you are. Yeah. It's like having fake muscles. You think you're more than what you are.
It's reverse.
Yeah.
You can build the like before you had to put in the work for them to build a perception around you. Now you build your perception, and they like build around whatever it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Until whatever, hopefully your perception sticks. Absolutely. And because once it
match up to real
once
life.
it unsticks,
right, exactly.
Real life and that perception, they don't care about you. They got what they got from you.
Right. It's a
you know what I'm
right.
saying? But it's backwards though. It makes you work lazier now. Like before, you had to put a lot of work in. So when you got the big bag, you can chill for a second, like let the machine work for me a little bit.
Well, and you probably appreciate it more too.
You can build your own machine.
You probably appreciate it more. You probably are more responsible once you get the bag. Like you realize what it took to get there and everything.
Yeah, because the work. You look at like Glorilla and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them like they got the internet pushed them, but they're working right now. Like they're in city to city to city to city.
It shows.
It shows.
You can see the artists. You can see the growth.
You know what I'm saying?
You see the artists that's working and the ones that's not.
If they're continuing to grind after they get signed, you can see the artists that that never had any work ethic before they got signed. After they get
So I
signed,
got a question for
you know
y'all
what I'm
then. So that would tell me that the term one hit wonder is different now.
saying? Way different now.
Way different.
Yeah,
You
way
know what I'm
different.
saying? Way different now.
way
Because-
Because if you ain't put in the work, if you're not doing this, that, and the third, it shows, and then you gone.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah,
gone. The industry done
yeah.
spit
Like
you
we
out.
used to
You know what I'm
actually
saying?
think
Microwave.
about the
Exactly.
one hit
It's like a
wonders
microwave
back
meal.
then.
Exactly.
You don't
Yeah.
cherish a microwave meal.
You're right.
You tear that joint up and go back to doing whatever it is you're doing.
Right.
But that goes
30-second
into,
thing. All right.
that goes into what I said about they don't have street teams. The labels used to really take out a budget for the street teams. If you're
Shout
an
out John
artist,
Balloon, Shane
if
the
you-
Butcher.
Facts, shout out Shane
Shout
the
out
Butcher.
me used to getting budgets from.
You know, like Frills, you'll definitely know they used to give even to the DJs for
Yeah,
the
they
street
used to bring
team.
us our-
The DJs used to really kind of run the street teams because it's like the pulse of the streets. So you had a box of stickers, you know, sample tapes. You going to the different, when artists come to different spots, you there. You all through the streets putting the stickers up, ducking the cops. You know, all that. You know, but it was just something that you doing it
I
for
used to
hip hop.
love doing that shit, man.
You and me
Honestly,
both.
I used to feel good, like when Pat dropping my flyers or meeting somebody. That's how you met people too.
That's how you
It's
met.
like, you know what I mean? You meet people just by doing that. Oh, what you got there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for a lot of us, like my bad, Luan, a lot of us like younger guys in the city, especially early '90s. You got Philadelphia, we got rap, but we don't have what New York has as far as the labels, like right down the street. So in order for you to get to New York, if you're not a rapper or if you were, you trying, you had to start off on the street team because that's how you gonna meet people. You're gonna start meeting that you in the ciphers, you know, before the show open and all that, and then that's how you get in state to state though, like how Kev said, and like Travis said, you get that buzz and your name is getting bigger.
One quick thing to your point, a lot of the people that are CEOs now started, as you said, as street team.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean, all the people back then that was, you know, pushing papers and you know what I
Yeah.
mean, getting coffee and this, that, and the third, they all CEOs,
Yup.
gatekeepers and everything. You know what I mean? So that shit is real.
Well, I want to say, like, give a tip to artists. You can't be like lazy. You can't be ashamed to do stuff. Like, I used to stay jumping on the China bus to go to New York. The joint was dangerous. It was dirty. Nothing against the Chinese. I'm just saying it was
No,
dangerous.
the
It was
China
dirty.
bus.
No, the
Then I
China
get up.
bus.
Then I get off the China
Everything
bus.
was on that bus.
And then I jump on the train, and like a lot of people felt too good to do that. Like, and because of that, I did that. Like in 2007, I built so many relationships in New York because I didn't want to wait on nobody. That's another thing. Everybody don't wait. I like giving out tips in game. Stop waiting on your homies. Stop waiting on anybody. If they dragging their feet, you gotta leave them behind because it's your baby. You gotta feed your baby so it can grow.
Facts.
So, do you think just before I want to see if maybe we can get some music playing for a little bit of a break, but just before we go to like a break, I want to see if like you guys feel like it was a better time. Like it was a better
For
time
us, it was.
when people were
For us, it was.
doing the legwork.
For us, it was because
I can
of the morals and values that we were brought up on at that time. The way the world was at that time, it was more fun for us.
It was less transactional.
But I think it's just all who you talk to. Because if you ask somebody younger, they're gonna say, "No, now it's fun. We got the internet. We got did." So it's all about it's you know it's all you know what I mean.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Just to end to your point because there's more money floating around now than it was then. Like you had to really, to your point, hustle. You know what I mean? You had to get out there, hit the streets, do that in the third to get $1, to get $5, to get $100. Now you can make $100 walking out the block. You know, boop boop boop. You know what I'm saying? So what you call different or better, I don't know because you know the kids nowadays.
It depends on who
and
you
you
ask.
had to have
Who
like you had to have like pure talent.
Yes, that's the
That,
difference.
like the difference between
That's why I
then
was
and now,
saying,
I
yes.
think is pure talent. Nowadays, talent is kind of like no talent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's image.
It could be
Image.
perception.
Yeah.
Talent is perception. And back then, it was like this is really who you were. This is purely you're a pure good rapper.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
women that were
you
getting
had to
on
be.
were really good.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
they were
across-
actually good. They had
but that's-
talent.
But that was across the board on any form
Everything.
of life.
Yeah.
Anything that had to do
It
with
was
those
just
times,
pure.
everything. That's
Because
true.
we didn't have anything that we could mirror to people on the other side of the world from our bed.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody in Canada could probably think I'm rich. If however it is I personify it on the gram. And I can get booked in Canada from right here in my bed from looking a certain way if the right person sees me. So it's like I mean, look, man, it's wicked. That's why you got so many people.
Well, I can tell you, well,
DJs.
DJs, mixtape DJs made a lot of money in those times. I'm talking about. I came at the tail. You know how much? I used to DJ at 52nd Street, so all the DJs, LRMs, the Coachy, all the New York DJs, they used to come through. I used to DJ right on 52nd Street. Or the Meeks, everybody used to be picking up so much money. The money that people was making off of mixtapes was crazy. Like, I know a couple people, what's that dude, Big Mike and them, I know they made millions.
We used to, I bought a bunch of Big Mike joints,
$10 a
man.
CD?
What? A bunch of them.
That's what.
Oh my.
Things I already know.
Yeah,
I wasn't even
dudes
thinking of that. You right.
Yo, the mixtape money was crazy.
G, SNS,
Listen, they getting all my little $10
era.
Who
Kid?
That
mixtape era. Oh my God.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
The DVD CD man, the CD DVD man was that. I need that. I need that new Green Lantern.
It had
has
the
a
blend
mixtape.
CD.
Shout out Nolita.
It was a person that
was
had
it Jay Arms? No, he did the instrumental John.
Talking about it would put the songs on the different beat and shit like that. Yeah,
That was Green Lantern.
They used to have blend tapes.
I think that was Green Lantern. Green
might have
Lantern.
been
He would do it, but it was a lot of them.
It was like I'm about to say it was a New York. It was a New York DJ that did that.
Because I know Green Lantern did. I know he did Public Enemy #1, Beanie Siegel.
Oh yeah, he did. He got all his
so
joints.
that, like Green Lantern, that was one of my favorite
Sparks,
joints.
the Re-Up Gang joints.
It was just so pure. It was just so like.
So where are these now?
You knew that the person you were listening to was a gangster.
So hold on, look at LeBron's face.
there you go.
Like it was like, you know what I mean?
Like,
It was like one of those. Like
Where's
you knew
the
the person you
archives?
listened to was a gangster.
So you know what's crazy?
I believe
I got a bag full of cassettes.
Do you really?
A bag.
I was about to say we need like a black hip hop historian who goes around the country and collects all the mixtapes.
Sure
I will write the grant. I will write the grant for that, John.
Yeah, because this is the 50th year of hip hop, right?
50th year. We was gonna talk about that. So yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. But
Frills,
Frills, maybe you and Kravitz can help us get Toucan to play us some music to go into a break by telling them to let it play.
Hey Toucan, I know you got us. I know you got us locked and loaded in that joint. Shout out to Glockaway Radio. Yo, man, block by block, city by city, we official, man. Let it play.
That's right.
Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? We been that heat. Dome shot like a DDT. Shoot a sidestep jumps like CP3. More bottle of that Bel Air, please. She want the highlight toe, shorty, roll that wig. I'm from a corner that's close to hell. We gon' keep making sales till they close the cells. It was zombies running in and out. Trap crib looking like a haunted house. I throw a nick in the cannon when I'm wildin' out. Get us fired up, we gon' come smoke 'em out. New Glock 9, knock 'em bone out. At the crossroads went easy, brought bone out. I ain't got no more favors I can loan now. I just took it out the stash and it's sold out. Rather get money than chase wreck. Still I put a black dress on your mind steps. We endure the pain till we see the progress. Still got a little left in the Pyrex. Hustle like we don't got a lot of time left. Stretch it all, player, you ain't got no more grind left. Whoa, just stepped off tour. I'ma need the back end before I walk through the door. Yeah, the living dying, the 215, I'm the Don. Tupac throwing up West Side, yes sir. Ain't it ironic? Hustle till I'm gone, put my life on it. If them boys want pressure, we gon' slide on them. They dream about the rolling, no time for it. Trap star with a pole on them. That was supposed to be your man, but you told on him. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it.
Turn the lights off, got a whole lot of ice on. Reach for it, that's the shit you lose your life for. Left-handed, but my burner in my right palm. You better do the right thing on your spike joint. Got all these bitches on they hype joint. They adore me, they record me on their iPhone. My brother friends do anything, they get the mic home. Screaming freezer, we can freak you all night long. Pipe down, then just let me lay the pipe down. If they do it right, then I might charter a flight for them. I'm connected, nigga, I could put you right on. Muslim Maki, that's a bit of rap icon. Got what it takes to rock the mic and still got what it takes to make your life awful. We got them laser sights for night and we tow effing ins in cage like they lawful. We We lawless, they law-abiding. We bosses, they workers. We mobbing in Mercedes Benzes. They mobbing in hearses. Goodness gracious, I ain't rehearsed this. I'm sophisticating, you'll need a surgeon. We been here, ain't no need for a resurgence. FTA rep the streets that we emerge from. Everywhere I go, got a gun. And everything a boss nigga do got a purpose. Cross me, that's your funeral service. That's why nobody wanna go versus.
Ain't it ironic? Hustle till I'm gone, put my life on it. If them boys want pressure, we gon' slide on them. They dream about the rolling, no time for it. Track star with a pole on them. That was supposed to be your man, but you told on him. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it. Ain't it ironic? Never back down, put my life on it. A couple dribbles and I could score off the first screen. Nightmare, I really could be your worst dream. Really, I'm gifted, I'm spitting Louis the 13. Expensive brown, big headed, but fit the crown. Any size, pick a dime, I'ma dig her down. I been hit it, you bit it, that's why you bit it now. Bigger blicker, forget your tip, a nigga, and simmer down. I can turn your fire out, bring the pastor in the choir out. Front page of the Inquirer out. I knock them out like Aaron Pryor in my prior bout. I'm the proof, fuck the truth, fuck I gotta lie about. I don't ever tire out, I don't need electrolytes, but I'm always flexing on them. I don't even exercise. I've been wrecking, you better check it and step aside. Recognize, so when I die, my niggas better slide.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I be on the mission chasing dough. Tryna run up on me, I'ma blow. You will never kiss me like and you should know. I'ma go. I be on the mission chasing dough. Tryna run up on me, I'ma blow. You will never kiss me like and you should know. I'ma go.
Baller baby, I am truly an all-star. Since back then when Rough House had all cars. Well balanced and niggas want me to fall off. I will put this metal in your mouth like Paul Wall. Niggas tipping, niggas tweaking, niggas tripping. Niggas sicker than COVID, they gotta give me distance. We both know it, but I learned a little quicker, nigga, that you can have a smaller screen and get the bigger picture. Bigger triggers hit a nigga in his face with it. Bigger figures, I'm spinning to fight the case with it. I don't mix, but I'm smoother than Alizé with it. Red rum, I be sipping and got away with it. Spank the murder charge, you heard I got exonerated. Heard it through the grapevine, bitch, I heard your honor say it. I just bought a will, no license. Hope will try and take it, so I had to let my bitch whip it like a dominatrix.
Whoa. I be on the mission chasing dough. Tryna run up on me, I'ma blow. You will never kiss me like and you should know. I'ma go. I be on the mission chasing dough. Tryna run up on me, I'ma blow. You will never kiss me like and you should know. I'ma go.
Something told me stay, you was worth it. I've been working, we ain't perfect, that's why you for me. I got money, you got honeys, I got all this love and you got nothing. Cause your past done stripped you of in perfect timing. Too much time I give you lies I hear, but I stay here. Cause the time we share is so revealing. I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just tell me you'll stay silent. You ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you'll stay silent. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you'll stay silent. Who you talking to when you feel lonely? I've been thinking, you the only one I let control me. I've been drinking, so much trust in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I'm scared of starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? It's so easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone, but I want something down. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay solid. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you stay solid. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay solid. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you stay solid. Show me stay solid. Stay solid. I need to know you're solid.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey,
music.
Yo, I just want to say something real quick.
Solid is out right now.
That's my first time hearing that record. It's not because you sitting here. I didn't even know that was you.
Yeah.
That's fire.
That joint definitely fire.
That's
Stay
fire.
solid. I told you.
That's hard.
I see. I have good taste in
Stay
music.
solid, man.
Stay
It's
solid.
out,
So
man.
you
Shout out
AR.
to Sutter 215
I'm
too.
the AI.
Shout out 7215.
7215 free. Shout out Chick with the Juice, man.
Yeah,
Showing
shout
up.
out Chick with
Yeah,
the Juice.
yeah.
Showing. Shout out her page, man. Be having me dying some days, man. Thank you for the comedy relief, man.
That's
Yeah.
Need some pages like that on the internet.
Comedy Club coming soon.
So
Why
Kravitz,
not?
I'm used to broadcasting the news. So how am I doing? Doing pretty good. Yeah, thank you. This is Connie Chung coming to you from ABC 10. Yeah, so I guess if we're gonna have a show called Build a Block that's about the business of music or the music business, if I'm a new artist, right? Like what do I like let's say I've been playing with some music. Y'all do know I got like some bars, right? So I've been playing with some music. I'm
Got
like,
it on my- got
do
the
I
video.
wanna he got the proof. So do I want to if I wanted to go from writing songs in my bed on Saturday morning and sending people videos of me rapping over YouTube beats. And I wanted to go from that
How you make that
to
transition?
the next, what's the next level up from that? And what would I have to do to,
Is that this coming from a blank mind?
is it coming from what?
Is it coming from like I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, is it coming from like
blank
remember those
slate.
misconceptions that we were just talking about? Is it coming are you coming to us asking that with those misconceptions?
I have absolutely
You have
no,
our bet.
I'm
You're
like a
blank
clean
slate.
slate.
Green.
Our bet. You're
Clean
like
slate.
the perfect artist for us.
Well,
Perfect inspiring artist. Clean slate. I mean, yo, first thing, well, I'm gonna let y'all go first. Y'all go first.
Go ahead,
What you
Kev.
thinking? I mean, on my standpoint, I would take that to the studio.
Okay,
And like
gotcha.
if you want it to be a business, I would make my mind up that it's gonna be a business and it's something I'm gonna move forward with for real.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in order for me to do that, I gotta go out of my comfort zone and go to a real studio and see what that feels like, what that sound like, what that look
Yes.
like. The other thing, so that you're gonna invest in yourself because that studio is gonna cost money. Next thing I would do is maybe I would bring that YouTube beat, but I'm gonna try to see if I could buy that YouTube beat because if it is gonna be something I want to own what it is. Know what I mean,
Oh,
because
gotcha,
everything is about
gotcha.
ownership. You feel what I'm saying? And once
Right,
that
right.
feels-
You don't want someone to hear you hot over a YouTube beat and then you can't get it.
You can't do
or
nothing.
anything
You
like
You
it.
can have the hottest song. Know what I mean? But if you don't own that shit, then it's somebody else's hottest song.
not
You
yours.
feel what I'm saying? It could get you a buzz, so you know what I mean? Which is cool, but just
It'd be like
foundation gotta be
Mooski.
right.
So I look at it like this. Sometimes, like with all of us, you might have one chance to impress somebody, right? So if you are going to do it, make sure that it's hot, because I might not ever open up your message again. I think right now what I would do is, even if you did it in your bedroom, put it up, but pay for promotion on the post. If the promotion go crazy, I'm gonna see it anyway. So if I see it, then I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna reach out. If it's that high, if somebody really in their bedroom and they really killing it, like if I hear they talent, I'm gonna reach out. Cause you could burn the bridge easy, because people just spam you all day. They just send you stuff, and If it's not
right,
good,
right,
once you
right.
send something that's not good,
You
and
don't
it's
want
just
to. You don't want to go with
Not
whatever.
opening that
you're
email
not
again.
the email, the message.
I got you. So like, okay, so then the other side of that is if I'm green, meaning I'm brand new, I'm a clean slate, then that means like I'm primed for manipulation too,
No,
right?
not true. That's another common misconception. It's another common misconception. I don't think that just because you're a blank slate, or just because you come into the music business with a blank slate, like saying like I just want to learn, right? I don't think that you're primed for manipulation. I think you're only primed for manipulation when you come in like that. You're looking for somebody to do the work for you.
Facts.
Okay,
I
okay, that
agree.
makes
Right?
sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, so the first, like, I would tell somebody go in the studio, a real studio, a nice studio, that wherever you live at, go into one of the nicest studios and just get the vibe. This is the experience that I'm saying that I want to. This is a part of my experience that I'm saying that I want to do for life, right? I would go there, I would get that vibe, I would catch that vibe, do some things during YouTube beats and stuff like that, just to find the sound. See if I like hearing myself actually on a microphone. Because how you sound outside of a microphone, how you sound on a microphone are two different things.
Absolutely.
So two different things. So find that, and then I would just tell you to, and it simultaneously in that loop of time doing all of that, I would say go to YouTube because you have that resource, and I would just say look at the videos on the business of, and start putting that stuff in your brain from there.
Because you'd be less likely
You know
to
what I'm saying?
take
People that are just giving out
advantage of it that way.
information, find those people. Seek people that are looking to just give people information.
And I mean,
There's a
You
lot
know what
out
I'm saying?
there.
And there's a lot out there.
that's cool. I was gonna say, and hopefully, like, see, that's why stuff like this is so important. The problem is, like, this will go up on the internet and people won't watch it because, like, maybe you should have brought one of them Johns here to twerk, and then
See what I'm saying? And my back is out. And my back is out.
no, you the boss chick. You don't care about it. But I'm just saying because this the information they need to hear because they don't really know the steps, and that's the whole thing is trying to get them to understand is they listen to what Kravis just said and what Kevin, what we said. These tips, a lot of times they'll skip past this. You know what I'm saying? So they're not getting the
like
free
we
juice.
have the vision here, right? And it's just like we gotta talk about the cultural aspects of like our success and what's blocking us from that right now, because I really do feel like there's a lot of people that say they want it, right? But it's like it doesn't go anywhere beyond saying.
That's a fact. And it's something, I apologize,
No,
but you said something I wanted to touch on. You said being taken advantage of. I think also as an artist, you have to learn how to fail forward. There's a lot of times where you could talk to a person and they may, you know what I mean, dick you over, something happens to the left, to the right, this, that, and the third. Learn from that shit. Don't just block everything. Oh, fuck this, fuck that. Nah,
don't be bitter,
learn
right.
from that. Don't get bitter and be like, okay, I'm not going to do that this time. I can spot the red flags. I know what's coming down the line. Let me just kind of adjust it and move this way. Now,
Right,
if
right,
you don't
right.
learn from it, you're going to keep repeating that same.
That's a gem right there. Gem. That's a
So
gem right there.
I gotta ask you about these showcases and stuff then, because
Oh,
you know,
man.
like when I spoke to a lot of the artists after Philly got bars, they were like surprised that we weren't scamming them, right? And
Yeah,
they
there's a
felt
lot of
like
people
they
like that.
felt like there was what do they call them, janky promoter culture, and that there was all of these like different
Money
people
grab.
who were out there
Yeah.
like doing this type
grab.
of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what they
So what? It's obvious that like it's not that it doesn't exist, because it does. How prevalent is it in this Philadelphia underground hip hop music scene? And what do you think are the solutions?
It's
Like what
all
can
over
be
the.
done
First of all,
about
let me
it?
say this: it's not just Philadelphia; it's all over the world now.
Okay.
It's not just Philly, New York, Philly, Texas, everywhere.
When do you think that started? Like the like it becoming kind of like
It started-
epidemic proportions.
It started because at one point in time, everybody wouldn't try to be a rapper, and then you got rappers that got older, right? And they know a couple people in the industry, so they go back and then they start doing it and they robbing artists. Listen, from when I was a kid in this neighborhood, there's a spot called Second Cousins. That's why I used to see Larry Laird, the 3 Times Dope, the K9 posses, all of them. They would showcases, but the showcase used to be everybody in the fucking showcase had talent. They wouldn't even let anybody on the stage.
Yeah.
So I mean, after a while in the industry and the internet, when you let everybody get in, and the artists start getting older and they ain't make it, then they just start. You know what I mean? I think it's dope when they give you something like what Kev does, like with the pay. Like what we did.
right.
Like the artist gets
About to say
something.
what we
It's an
did, brother.
investment. Yeah, what we did.
Yeah.
And what we did. It's an
and then you
investment.
get to, and then you're around, you're around PHRILLZ, you're around, you know what I'm saying? You're around Kev,
But
you're around.
but a lot of see the problem is like it's not about ego, but a lot of people don't do no research. They don't really know that Kev could get them at certain spots, and I could get them in certain spots. People just go off of what they see. They go for the eye candy, and that's why they get finesse. Or then they call me up, yo, I sent 3,500 down. I knew somebody got burnt with the Jeezy feature. Yo, I sent 3,500 down, such and such.
Do your homework.
Because you gotta and this time you gotta do your homework on people, man. Just because anybody can slide back even back in the day. You see how he got all these pictures too, Ken. They came to see him, like, you know what I mean, they respect him. But people be sliding backstage just to get the picture. Matter of fact, one of my homies I'm giving you a real story. One of my homies from New York, somebody from Philly was trying to, I don't care where you from, I don't let people try to play my people, was trying to sell him a powerhouse slot and a Power 105 slot, right? But
if you go with the Meek concert. Somebody did it with the Meek concert.
Oh,
yeah, I heard it.
See now, look, and I know, I bet you it was him. I guarantee it was him. Power 99 put out a statement on this dude, right? So what it is, they go backstage, they take the pictures, they run behind the DJ table, so it looked like they somebody, and then somebody on the other side like, oh man, he's popping, and then they send them money. It's just like that. So the bottom line is you gotta do your research on these people, man.
Do your research.
Can I say something real quick? The two things. There's a question right there. How do you know if you're worth going into the studio, or is that not necessary? I believe that there is no such thing as worth going to the studio. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I got a follow-up question to that studio one. You got to remember, I'm trying to become a new artist. So, so do you
before
think
you go
that
there
there's
real quick, because I don't want to jump off the subject. Yeah, on the showcase situation, there's a you said money grab, and there are people out here with money grabs, but you got to understand when a person puts a showcase together, there's a lot of bills that come into that.
That's true.
Everybody has a part to play. I need y'all artists to know this and hear me. Sometimes people don't like it. I honestly don't give a fuck.
That's good.
But
everybody got bills to pay. If I paid an artist $3,500, I paid the building $1,000. You know what I mean? That's already what, 5 in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody walked through the door yet. So don't expect me to charge you $100 to come perform if you can't bring 75 to 100.
Exactly. It has to make financial sense.
It has to
for
make
you.
financial sense.
Yeah.
So and fuck 2023. Let's say the music industry in itself, it has to be mutually beneficial. If you're coming to me telling me that you're hot, prove to me that you're hot. Bring some people to come support you. That's how I know. Because then if 50 people walk through the door, okay, bet I'm gonna pay you money because I know that my money's coming back.
Right.
So that's when the term, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are promoters where you come to their building and you don't get nothing in return.
Yeah.
That's one thing. So what did you get out of that? You got an opportunity to get there and work out the material that you've been wanting to perform.
Yes.
Count that as marketing and advertising. Don't count it as an L. It can't be, because you still got on that stage, you still perform with people that you didn't know.
Yep.
That's
Whatever part, just to end it off, a lot of artists, when y'all come to these events, you gotta stop being on the wall being cool. You gotta stop acting like you better than somebody. You need to go holler at the DJ, holler at the judges. Everybody in that building need to be shaking their hands, because next thing you know, you're gonna see somebody on Love and Hip Hop and like, oh man, I was right there next to this person. We had the opportunity to build the network. I just want to say that a lot of people perform and leave, and it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Or they think, to your point, they're too good to be there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm too big for a showcase. I don't know how many times I done heard that. I'm too big for this. I'm too big for that.
That's a weird thing.
They never been on a bit. I DJ'd at the Dub Card show Fabulum years ago. I was on in Atlantic City. Yo, I froze looking at that fucking crowd. They don't understand what it looked like to see that many people looking at you.
Practice?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you talking about I want to be in this little room performing? They don't even get it.
Need that.
Oh my God, that's terrifying. I'm gonna just tell you, your hand be
That's
like.
a great point.
I'm
That's
telling
a great
you,
point.
and a lot of artists will tell you that. Yeah.
So I gotta ask like one more question, because I have something special, right, for you guys. So I gotta ask one more question before, just to make sure folks get the information that they really need. So what are some like resources? I heard of people referring to like different apps or platforms or whatever, where you could put like all of your songs on it, and like, what are these things called? What are the tools that an artist might want to look into if they're beginning to work?
Yeah, I could give a few that's kind of dope. Well, I like Audio Mac. Dat Piff is kind of old, but you should use all resources. Dat Piff, Audio Mac. Then you got Mixcloud. That's more for DJs. But artists can use it too. Mixcloud. Twitch is good. Mixcloud, Twitch. There are a few of them because even with like Audio Mac, it's connected to like it can you could release your music on there and it go to Apple and different platforms too. So I like right now I'm using Audio Mac a lot. My new mixtape is on Audio Mac. I just dropped it. I'm with the DJ. I had to plug my shit on side.
Hey, go ahead.
Go copy
this shit.
The new one, I'm dropping the new one. I'm about to drop the new one. Shout out to Friend Daddy. I know he be down. He's on that joint. That I Wanna Rock record is gonna be on there, and it's hosted by Drummer Boy, the producer. He produced for 3-6 Mafia, and I got an open murder. I'm with the DJ on the way. Listen, we working this shit. Famous Friends, let's go. Thank y'all. I'm sorry.
Real quick before you even get to those that you were just talking about, you have things like ASCAP.
BMI.
You have things like BMI. If you're not Nielsen SoundScan, if you're not registering your record, you know what I mean, you don't get them BMI spins. You feel what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you're getting paid from all them streams. You know what I'm saying? You got your streaming money, you got your royalty money, then you got your BMI money and your radio money.
And Sound Exchange too.
And Sound Exchange to make sure that you absolutely. Sound Exchange to make sure that you research all your royalties.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Anything that's out there, you want to make sure that you can get it back. And that's for established artists as well. You got a lot of people that was in that mixtape era that we were talking about.
Right.
The music was playing on the radio. Now you want to get all that royalty money back. You know what I'm saying? So you go to Sound Exchange, you put all the information, the ISRC code, and the DNS number that you see there, or your TuneCore, or your DistroKid, stuff like that. That's your record. United Masters. That's your record social security number. You can follow that record all the way through from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give another gem too, since we're talking resources. A lot of artists want to get paid, right, to perform, right? And I mean, I found this out mid last year. But BMI Live, right?
Absolutely.
I tell all artists, don't complain to me about not getting paid to perform if you're not paying yourself. You know what I'm saying? If there's a way for you to pay yourself, you always pay yourself first, because you're the only person that can control that. So when you perform at certain places that are registered under BMI, under ASCAP, you're able to input how many people were in the building that day. You know what I'm saying? You're able to put the songs that you all have registered with them on there. That's your set list. And you can get paid for performing for those 6-7 minutes, those 8 minutes, that 12 minutes.
Is that the mechanical royalty? What's it called? The mechanical royalty. Yeah, mechanical royalty.
It's a mechanical royalty. So, and you can date back as far as, I think I just updated mine. I think I went back as far as last June.
Okay.
And another gym real quick, if you're in the city of Philadelphia and you haven't performed at a show at 1122, you should, because they're registered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
I was at members only every Monday.
Right.
Absolutely.
My song played every Monday last year. Every single Monday. Not including the Saturdays. Maybe the Friday here and there. And that's Cheesecake John. You input all of that.
I did. Know what I mean? For 1122, because
dope, yo.
Know what I mean, we make sure that all the artists come in there, all the artists perform, all the artists rock out. So all you gotta do is pop in 1122 MG Worldwide.
Pop right up.
I mean, pop right up.
Yeah, so we got to make sure that we get all the artists to tune into this show. We did it for them to provide, to drop these gems and to celebrate these legends. And so how do we find you on Instagram?
At DJNOPHRILLZ. At DJNOPHRI. Sometimes you gotta say it twice. People be high. There's a lot going on in Philadelphia.
Oh, see, I don't always take that.
No, I'm joking. Also, Facebook is DJ No Frills Mix. I got like 3 Facebook pages there. Pop up DJNOPHRIL. Follow my YouTube though. I'm on YouTube. I'm doing a lot of exclusive content like to motivate artists. That's my thing is I just want to motivate artists with positive information, because the game will make you want to quit. The game is designed to cheat you in each and every way, and it's been set up it's designed to just like what he said. You gave out music business. That wasn't music game. It's like Dobbs is another place where you can get paid. it's places where you get paid. So
Salute.
yeah, so and that's really it. I'm on Twitter too, but it is what it's. Twitter a little X-rated now. I don't know what's going on.
Twitter getting crazy.
That joint is crazy now.
Like,
Depends on what
y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
All right, Kev, because I got a surprise.
Okay,
Y'all-
I'm sorry.
y'all
All right, so
taking
mine's
up
at
on-
Hennessy Kev, HENNESYKEV at Freedom Thinkers Academy. You can find me on both of those. Shout out once again, Philadelphia Freeway is the 20th anniversary coming up for the project. Philadelphia Freeway. Shout out Dope Shows. Shout out Son of the 215, Dutchy Man, Ness all over the place.
Yes.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to Ness, man.
You know
That's
what I mean?
going crazy
Artists
right
got
now.
something coming up. Shout out to my brother Shaheem. He dropping some shit.
Shout
Like
out
everybody that I
Shaheem.
work with, man, I appreciate y'all.
Listen, man, tell them about the merch, Kev. Tell them about the
Freedom
merch.
Thinkers Apparel. Appreciate. I figured you could just see it. That's why I keep sliding
Listen,
that.
listen.
Now,
I gotta give me
Put
one.
them in there. I
Freedom
like it.
Thinkers
I like it.
Apparel. It's all celebrating the 20th anniversary. Is only going to be here for 365 days, and once it's gone, it's gone.
gone.
So if you don't get your piece of merch designed by my brother JV from Disrespect Wear, you're going to miss out. I promise you, because it's not coming back.
Ain't coming back. Get your Freedom
Promise you,
Thinkers
it's not
merch.
coming back. So get
Better
that
get
FTA
it.
merch on
'Cause I'm
Freedom
on
Thinkers Apparel.
So, like I
Factory,
said, I know
factory.
I'm the new girl on the block, but I just wanted to show
Hey,
some
2K,
love
come here
at
real
this
fast,
time
2K, come here fast.
to you guys. I wanted
here,
to show
Two-
some
come here,
love
2K.
to Toucan at Glockaware Radio, and I wanted to show some love to DJ No Frills and Hennessy Kev. So I have a citation from the state representative Derisha Parker from the state Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And this is a citation that says the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania takes great pleasure in recognizing those organizations which contribute to the benefit of their communities and ultimately to all the citizens of the Commonwealth. And whereas Glockaware started selling CDs at their original location at Germantown and Price Street, becoming both a brand and a movement in the city of Philadelphia, Glockaware is also known as the G Shop and was founded in 2001 as an urban clothing retailer specializing in urban and athletic wear. And shortly after founding Glockaware, it added to its clothing brand an internet radio station called Glockaware Radio to serve as a creative vehicle for independent hip-hop and R&B artists throughout the city of Philadelphia. Over the past 21 years, Glockaware has welcomed a number of celebrity visitors, including artists like Special Ed, Rakim, EPMD, Cool G Rap, DJ Cash Money, and more. Whereas Glockaware is home to amazing music and talk programming, including the Glockaware Radio Show on Thursdays, hosted by founders Toucan and Shab, the CME Morning Show, Paulie and the Gang, the Social Movement Music Movement Podcast, and the Fly Team, Fly Girls, and Fly Boy radio shows, among others. These programs provide a platform that amplifies the voice of young artists and organizations looking to make a positive change in their community. Glockaware has been nominated for the Philly Hip Hop Awards 4 years in a row and has won the award for Best Internet Radio Show the last 3 years. Glockaware is a safe and creative environment for young people of color to express their interests in show production, music, clothing design, and more. So the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania congratulates Glockaware for 21 years of exceptional service to our community. We offer the best wishes for your continued success for years to come. And this is a copy of a citation signed by State Representative Derisha Parker.
That's dope right there.
And the other half, okay, and we're going to take a picture with Toucan, but the other half of my surprise is that both Hennessy Kev and DJ PHRILLZ are also going to be getting a citation this month for their work in the city of Philadelphia, because when you recognize realness and you recognize quality, you have to make sure that you celebrate it. And I don't want either one of you to ever feel like you're not being seen, you're not being heard, you're not being noticed.
That means a lot.
So yours is coming.
Thank you.
Yours
Y'all
is going to be
coming.
from shout out State Representatives
Steve Kinsey.
Derisha Parker and Steve Kinsey.
Shout out
Steve
Derisha
Kinsey
Parker.
is giving me the citations, and we're
Wow.
gonna go down to his office, and you
Yeah,
guys
we're
are
gonna
gonna
get a
take a
good photo
photo
out there,
That's what's up.
and do all the
Yeah.
things.
I ain't gonna lie though, like
Thank you.
that's
Thank
what
you.
it's really about. At the end of the day, it's about when you leave this joint, all the other stuff don't matter. It's about what you did to help others too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
It might
thank
sound
you
corny,
for-
but thank y'all.
for letting me be a part of all of this. And again, let's cheers to our success, and let's keep doing what we gotta do.
Let's go.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
Definitely appreciate the opportunity. Toucan salute.
Salute to
Know what I mean?
Toucan, Glockaware, Kev,
Absolutely.
Mr. E. Kravitz, Rosie, you know what I mean?
And I
know,
forgot
man.
somebody. Dutchy Man.
Hey,
Dutchy
hey.
Man, Major Figures.
My brother
Know what I mean?
Dutchy.
Salute, my brother Dutchy, man.
I want- I-
never want to leave him out, man.
Nah,
that's
that's-
the legend
that's-
right
that's
there.
the-
I want to
That's
shout
the
out. I
bro.
want to shout
That's
out
the
one of
bro.
the best DJs, and he DJ here, man. I don't think he get enough enough. People don't recognize him enough. Is DJ Wax Spinner. Shout out to Wax Spinner. I used to bug Wax Spinner back in the day when he used to be at Night on Broadway.
Yeah.
And like, I used to be like, yo, how you do the crib? I used to go there. I didn't even go there. Listen, I went there for the women, but I went there to learn. I'm like, I used to watch him cut. Like, shout out to Wax Spinner, man. Positive dude, great brother, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to. When the light is on me, I like to shine light on others, man. And I'm in his home. I had to let people know Wax Spinner is dope. And a lot of DJs that was dope came up under. Shout out to Anwar, the star, the West Hill Lane Boys. Wax Spinner, salute. I'm in your home. You know what I mean?
Factory.
Thank you guys so much for helping us have a great show. CME Morning Show, Spill Entertainment, Hennessy Kev, DJ No Frills.
Let it play.
Take us out.
Yeah.